Hey, living in bold vlog. April 4th, 2020, Saturday, 7:34 a.m. I'm super high right now. This is the rest of the weed that I have. I guess you can't really see it. But there's not much in there. Yeah, so maybe another couple of bowls or whatever. It's been lasting kind of the last few days. I got it a few days ago. I think it was like a quarter, because I was going to work on my website, but then I decided not to get back on exercise. Yeah, so yesterday I rode my bike. No, I got up but I kind of slept in because I think I was tired. And then I got on my swim machine and did 10 kilometers on that, busted up into 1,000 meters. So every time I hit 1,000 meters, I get off of it. I wipe my face down because my face is sweaty, and take a smoke break sometimes, get something to eat, and then I change or get something to drink. I change the level down to level 6, which is easier, and then 1,000 meters, and then until I get to 1. Day before yesterday, I did 1,000 meters at 1, but yesterday I did 2 because that's the most realistic, and I can move my arms really fast, get into rhythm, and then I go back up 2 to 3, and then that's 10,000. So I don't know if I'm getting weaker or stronger. I don't know if I'm overcooking myself or... I think I'm overcooking myself, but I can't tell right now. But yeah, maybe I'll be a little bit weaker today than yesterday. I was only able to ride my bike 20 miles yesterday after that, though, because I couldn't breathe. I was just like smoking too much weed, I guess. And, I was generally out of shape, which wasn't healthy on my lungs. And then I've got the windows closed because it's kind of cold. Yeah, it's a combination of those things. Couldn't breathe, so I had to quit riding, and then I couldn't breathe like most of the night, so I'm glad I'm getting up relatively early. I'll check the weather. If it's warm, I'll start riding outside on the first warm day. I asked my mom if the lockdown applied to riding your bike outside, but she said it doesn't, so yeah, I should go out and ride my bike outside. I'll do a quick Google and see what they recommend, but yeah, so I might just do this a couple kilometers just so I can enjoy the hot, nice part of the day on the next day. And I haven't been stretching because it just takes too much time. I've been sleeping, and rest is more important to me than stretching. That's kind of like more exercise. So I'm getting into it slowly because I don't have, my appetite hasn't kicked in yet. I'm going to go have some breakfast now, though. Yesterday I had a apple, banana, protein drink, and small bowl of Cheerios for breakfast, brunch. And then I had some vegetable soup my mom gave me for dinner, and that's all I had to eat yesterday. So I'm sweating my ass off. I think some of it was getting on my phone. I have my phone perched up on the, actually I'll show, right there. So there's my machine, yeah. So So I just put it up on the thing, and I can talk to my phone with Siri. I can do YouTube searches. I say, "Hey Siri, YouTube search, Greece is the word," and then all I have to do is hit the button. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Even just the volume with my voice. So I think I'll do music all day today, and then when I get bored with the music and I want to get back to that book that I was working on before, Famous Orations of Ancient Romans. It's just like a 7.5 hour long book I got on LibriVox. I'm like an hour and a half into it. That's when I'll hit that one again. But there was some interesting, I guess maybe I'll do educational YouTube videos first. But I'll have to sober up first, but I think I'll be done with the weed today. It is fun to get super high and and do on the swim machine. I don't know if I'd be bored with that without the weed, but it's definitely interesting. My left shoulder is sore, more sore than my right shoulder, kind of sore. My right shoulder feels normal, so my left shoulder is a lot tighter than my right shoulder. I can't bring it as far up on my back, and it's actually sore. Like, I feel soreness when I try to pull it up, so I don't know, maybe I was injured. I do remember a couple of years ago, I went into the gym. I had a gym membership, and I never went in there. But then one day I went in, and I like incline bench press 135 pounds. Normally, that's a really easy thing to do when I was working out. So I got to like 7 or 8, and I was like, oh man, this is hard. And so I was like, all right, push it. And I felt like a bunch of like crackling, like I was tearing shoulders. So I don't know, maybe that was an injury. And then I didn't go in the gym after that. I don't recall feeling that much soreness after that, but shoulders are really like fickle things, you know. You can, I think, injure yourself without even realizing it. So yeah, I'm gonna stretch the shit out of my shoulder as soon as I get around to it. Doing a special stretch that I wasn't doing before. I can set I have my hooks hanging off of the door off of a pull-up bar. Yeah, I could hold each one on each hand, and I can stretch my shoulders back and all these different stretches, and then hold one and stretch them like this, and do all the different angles on my shoulder. But there's this other one where but they were kind of low because I go far away from the door to lean down, and I need it to be higher to do this other stretch. But that's simple because all I do is thread it through the other pull-up bar. So it's just really quick thing. And now it's high enough, all I have to do is grab onto it from behind my back and then kind of like put my weight down, and yeah, it pulls the shoulder up in the perfect stretch that I need. Also, a stretch that I do for it is I lay on my stomach and I just put my hand like that on my arm, and it pushes my arm back. And then I put my hand underneath the ball on my back, small on my back, and I lean into that, and the twist of it stretches my shoulders. So yeah, and the shoulder hasn't really had any problems. But yeah, when I put the force into it, this one can handle it, and this one gets kind of sore. So that's the only thing. It's not getting in the way of my swimming though. I wouldn't call it an injury. An injury is where you have to cull the training to do in the other sport because you're too sore in one thing, and I haven't experienced that yet. My injury has been asthma for too much weed. All right, I've talked almost 10 minutes. Already talked tomorrow. Hopefully it'll be 10K on the swim and then another 40 or 50 miles on the bike. Okay, later.